Hello. Alright. Let's see, where were we? We had just destroyed Ferris. I think we were thinking of maybe going to Al Haik.
Fleet captain reporting. Journeying.
See how public order's doing? It's neutral, hooray! That's kind of what we want, because I don't want to really have to build this one. I don't think the 10 income generated is necessarily worth it. So yeah, I don't want to have to do that. We still have a building here we could build, but I don't know what we'd build. I don't think... I mean, that gets you vampiric corruption as well, which is nice, but we're actually getting up near 100 now. So that shouldn't be a problem soon. We could just get the income building. 50 extra gold. I don't know. Or we might hang on and... yeah, we might just hang on. Don't want to build stuff for the sake of building stuff. Alright, so I think we're on a end turn situation. Let me just have one little check that we haven't... I probably already checked this last time. Yeah, nobody we have met wants to trade with us. For now, we're kind of happy. I'm really tempted to bounce up here and hit this guy, but we'll see if he kind of sticks close by. I do need to make sure my cities are in good... oh, he tried to assassinate Henri Le Massif. Yeah, I need to check and make sure that my cities are as well defended as they can be, at least. Because we're not going to be close by. See, stuff like that worries me. That can't be good. Well, they've moved into that city, so that's unfortunate. Where are you going? You're going north, okay. Oh, those guys are raiding. Are they going to get beyond that? Possibly. I'm wondering about just heading briefly north to make sure that these guys don't land and just see what they're doing before we come back down again. Maybe we also try and take these guys out. Okay, so Lucchini has now leveled up. If they attack us this turn, they're not... we're not at war with them, are we? Are we at war with them? Yes, we are. Ooh, they may attack us here. I'm not going to try and build the walls until we find out, because I don't want to lose the 3,300.
Not to be trusted.
So this is our person who's wandering around on our lands. Let's see. Have they got everything? I guess we start building into wound now. Yeah. Okay, they've declared war on everybody, so that's at least something. I mean, I could, if I was feeling nervous, we could technically recruit another admiral. But our upkeep would increase by 574 just from hiring this person. We're only getting plus 99 right now, which is not good. But holding onto Lucchini would be quite nice. And maybe we keep this person close by. Maybe this is our home base to protect up and down here, because we don't want to have to come back every 5 minutes. Recruiting and fighting with other pirate lords in battle. I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess those are two separate things. Okay, fair enough. Gain loyalty from raising settlements and winning siege battles. Brew extra loyalty gained from following a battle. Enemy siege holdout time -2. Okay, let's look at our vampire options. Smuggle. Gain loyalty from constructing pirate coves. Mastermind loyalty decline rate is lowered. Income from all buildings +8. Local region. Oh, that's quite nice. Because we're gonna keep him in our home, right? Okay, we have the same thing here. Okay, lots of smugglers. Maybe we go for Mary Dean's? Penny Hodgeruff is a better name, let's face it. I guess we should look at these other ones as well. Murderer. Recruit rank for... From raiding, we're unlikely to do that. Okay, so I think we want to go for we want to go for a instigator. Nope, fire starter. Nope, hang on. Smuggler, because the local income is nice.
All bombs on deck.
So we're now losing a lot of money, but the plan is to make lots of money, and also hopefully.
All bombs on deck.
We can build a little... What's their army made out of?
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
A lot of archers.
Is it
So
time?
let's see what we have that counters archers. 3 units of dogs. Or let's just do a double unit of dogs. Mortar? And what else counters archers nicely? Probably Mongols. Okay, so we're spending all our money. But that should give us a much better chance of holding out here. Because we already have, like, a big situation going on here.
All set.
We'll just go into encamp mode.
Blood and gold. Neither bad nor good.
We wouldn't be able to get them anything this turn, but just whilst we're doing this, let's have a look. Potion of Strength seems solid. Any followers going free? No. No skills yet. Okay, so we're on minus 1100. We need to,
There's too much purity.
yeah, bankruptcy is about to hit us. So can we do anything about that?
Admiral of the fleet.
How's Alhaig looking
Impossible.
in terms of... Okay, garrison's reasonably sizable. Army... reasonably sizable, but neither is crazy. So...
Blood and plunder. It shall be done.
let's wander over... well, let's... hang on. She moves faster.
Aranessa sword spite. Now we're
Oh no,
talking.
it's Aranessa. Okay, this is Aranessa. So Aranessa will wander to... let's go... here.
Come, sea brigands.
So that they won't get their garrison if they decide to attack us. Can't quite raid.
More bodies.
But we
washed
can
up.
encamp. I wonder if we can raid with
The crew are
Catherine.
restless.
Campaign movement range minus 25%. So I think if we go less than 75, we should be okay. Maybe.
Swiftly now!
I'd like to raid. We can't raid. We've got 36% movement left. I'm a little confused about why we can't raid. Does not have enough movement left. Oh! Campaign movement range minus 25, but you need 50%. Well, fair enough. We will just go hang out next to Aranessa.
Move your spineless back!
So she becomes a city when she
Treasure is
encamps.
there.
Okay.
My powers wait. Duel to the death. Fleet captain, report.
Could go in here temporarily. I think we'll do that.
Time to press, gang.
And then we'll pull her out if they go away, but having her fighting would be quite useful. But we
Come on
effectively
board.
need to attack next
I'll
turn.
guarantee your safety,
Oh, hello.
as long as you bring good tidings.
Military access. Yeah, I'm willing to keep bartering with the Skaven. Looks like they've probably got to burrow back. Oh boy. Okay, so that looks really bad, but it's all archers. Pox arrow archers, which is wacky. We're going to be relying a lot on on our dogs and Mongols, and maybe, I don't know, probably not on our characters. Although we technically have 3 characters because we have a gunnery white.
Pistols and cutlasses ready.
But I think this looks worse than it is. Maybe. Now pox arrows are quite nasty because the poison will slow us down. But they literally only have their lord that can... It's a crazy army. Our ground troops are going to get massacred. So we'll hide these guys in some trees. Boy, there's not really much in the way of good trees. Oh look, our guys are coming on from behind. That's not necessarily good. Can't go here. Can go over here though. Okay, so you guys are 1. Mongols have stalk, so that's nice. 2. Mortar will just sit back and try and fire down at them. And we'll leave, let's see.
Midnight Raider.
Let's start deployment so we can see what we've got. What have we got here? Aspect of the Dread Knight, +8 leadership can cause terror. Spirit Leech. Okay, so we can fire Spirit Leech at their general if they come close. We'll sit there and guard that mortar.
Eager to kill.
And you have the same.
Fleet admiral.
What's this? I really need to get that tree situation sorted out. So we'll let our mortars do some work. And we'll try and just work on microing the dogs. Oh, the general's on a Pegasus. Interesting. Oh, our Mongols are taking some serious fire. Run away, you're not doing anything. I don't think they're going to make it. I think the Mongols are just going to flat out die. This is kind of okay. I don't want to get intercepted by their lord. Oops. Yeah, you go get him. Oh, you can't. Oh, our dogs are melting. This is the problem. It's so hard to actually get in at them because of the poison. Okay, you can take him on. What have we got coming in there? Did our dogs die yet? Pretty much. Mortar's still doing solid work. Oh, it's rough there. Okay, the general's gone. So we're gonna have to try and get these guys in here. You guys are actually gonna have to do some work, I think. Where are you guys going? I do not know what my guys are doing here. What ability are they using on us? They don't even have a wizard. I'm so confused. Oh, that's our Mongols, I guess they came back together. Oh, these guys have fire arrows, that's not good. Okay, those guys are fleeing. Okay, it's these guys that are the problem. Are you guys even shooting? Oh, their general's back, just temporarily probably. Can you come deal with these peasants, my friend? Okay, he's gone again. Come on, Mongols. How are my characters doing? This isn't really a very useful spell for this, but... We're honestly better getting in there. Go on, Mongols, get in there before you crumble. There we go. Reduce that leadership. Let's shoot into this big blob. The balance of power is so bad, but their leadership is horrific. Oh, we lost one of our characters. Okay.
I'll cut them.
Wow, these guys are just writing guys left and right.
No more delays. No quarter. Arise, my dominion.
Come on, guys, pulling it back. Chase them all off. Everything's fleeing. Okay, weirdest game ever. I guess we had to get our terror going. So what character did we do? Oh, I think we lost our... vampire fleet captain that had been wandering around. Trying to do public order, so that's unfortunate. But our money situation should be improved by that, because there's a bunch of stuff that we don't have to worry about anymore. Yeah, she joined up and she died. She died, Jill. Mortar was a saving grace there. And in the end, the Mongols were... It was just getting them in there that was the problem. I maybe should have held them and the wolves back till all the rest of our guys came in to kind of distract them. And then charge them in the back. I think that was a big mistake. Yeah, the mortar did work. I think the depth guard did some work before they died as well. I think killing their general. And yeah, boy, look how bad they are. That was very close.
Spoils for all. Exchange them for plunder. You will obey. Take the booty. Their value lies outside of the break.
Let's go ahead and take the treasury, because we need it right now. Oh boy, I thought he was going to try a second attack there. Yeah, that was painful. No two ways about it. Oh, the war failed for some reason. Cat Soulfish is dead. Penny Hodgeworth for some reason... Oh, because she defeated Albrecht de Bordeaux. De Bordelot. There we go. She gets plus 15 melee attack when fighting at sea. So Myrmidon's is now free for the moment, unless Skaven have moved in.
I will not blight my soul.
Albrecht's being very
I smell muted.
brave being here. We are going to try and move into Lucchini.
This is for the best. I have arrived.
And unfortunately, I think we need to recruit some stuff. Yeah, none of this is overly great. Can we raise anything useful? So I do think the wolves could be useful. What else could be useful? Oh, bats. Yeah. Just stuff that can get on them fast. Not cannons so much. I feel like these guys are just going to get wasted. I don't know what was going on with our guns. They just kept running away. I wonder if the peasants were actually being a problem by constantly chasing us off, which was annoying. And we'll just get some basic of these guys because I don't think we're going to have a garrison back. I'm assuming our garrison is looking pretty dodgy. Yeah. What's there is in horrific order.
Fairly competent.
Penny gained a rank. Let's see. Yeah, what would be more useful here? Soul Blight maybe? Doom and Darkness. Doom and Darkness could be very useful. Because you can just like sap their leadership and make them all run, and against peasants that's quite nice. But we'd have to get Spirit Leech first. Tempted just to get the Hunger first. Oh, we have to be in melee for that. Yeah, let's just get Root Marcher. No, yeah, well, I don't know. I think that's fine. Let's see. Don't think any of them are gonna like us. Alright, so that's kind of all we can do up there for now.
All bones on deck.
Oh, we've only got 2 mortars. Maybe I should have taken the extra.
I
Oh,
don't
look.
care for this
An
order.
army has magically appeared.
What you ask is impossible. Not in this world or the other. This will achieve
Oh, is that
nothing.
literally just one person there? Yeah, okay. Not as scary as I thought. A bunch of knights.
I hate the heat. Aranessa salt spite.
So, I think I'm just going to save because we did just do a rather large battle there. Kind of winging everything here. Okay. So,
Admiral of the fleet.
oh that's right, I said we should switch our weapons around.
Ready the swordfish.
That said, I think for siege it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Fear the pirate queen.
I could probably lightning strike
My lady
Bianca.
will not allow it. I don't care for this order.
Aranessa salt spite. We're
I do have that now, right? Pretty sure I do. Yep.
too hot.
And she's not in the castle. So in theory it's possible.
I'll have them.
There we go.
The sea father calls. His daughter answers.
So we can kill her first, and then go after the city. And it gets a beast caster out, which is nice. That might mean they don't have a caster for the battle, which would be very preferable. Seems like a job for PT.
Gunnery mob.
Or the cannon. Wonder what spell she has. Flock of Doom by the looks of it. Oof, I'm not sure she's gonna make this. Let's try and get around so she can't get away. Her leadership is already in there. Oops, I wasn't even paying attention. What I'd like to do is net her once.
Trample faster!
Okay, that should let us kill her.
Moving! Queen of time!
If I manage to hit this in a moment, I can hold her even longer. There we go. Guns do so much more work when stuff can't move. I just wanted her outright dead rather than fleeing off the battlefield because she might still hang around to help out if she did. No mercy, that's our plan.
All praise the Sea Father!
Got 500 loot from that. It's not too shabby. Almost gained a rank.
Aranessa salt spite!
Alright, so multiple offensive battles. That's all bonus.
Admiral of the
Another
fleet.
victory!
So let's get you to attack.
Impossible!
Did PT go up? You know how he is. Yep, of course he did.
I don't like them.
PT always just getting his levels. And Anna
Not
did as
to be
well.
trusted.
Bribery. Kidnapping. Deception. Ooh, Stalk is nice. Was there anything we desperately wanted over here? No, I'm gonna get Deception. Cause she's in the army. Just makes sense. Alright, and it makes sense to do that before we go into
I have
fight.
sailed the world.
Because we will be reinforcing here.
Attack the curse. Strike now, crewmen.
Yeah, we'll
time to tame
fight
the
with
cattle.
large armies because we want our cannon and mortar to come
The
on and do
tide
some
has come
damage.
in.
So, going after Rapunzel herself. And the more we fight like this, the better for us, because this is how we're going to make our money, more so than money we make from our homeland. So let's see, everybody can kind of come and kind of chill. Where's the edge of the battlefield? There it is. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do this a little differently. We'll get it done there.
Deckhands from south. Deckhands.
So, and we'll get our guns kind of in position, but far back.
Gunnery mob. Zombie.
Alright, so. I already moved these guys over. There we go.
I, bones and flesh.
Zombies.
Where can we put the wolves that they'll be safe? Maybe at the back. Oh, I guess we'll gamble because there's absolutely no winds of magic. There we go. That was a pretty easy gamble. And everybody else will come on now. Start hitting those towers.
Yes, master.
Aranessa! I'm here!
Corpse crew.
We march on so far. Just stop everybody. Where are you going? Where are you going? Alright, you can get to work.
Blood and soul.
And you can get to work. Where are you guys going? Don't know why everybody decided to start moving forwards. Okay. Then we just put it on forward wind and kind of keep track of how the towers are going. 19, 0. Are these guys even shooting? Oh, did they move back again? Because they were... Okay, there we go. So once this one's done, we move on to the gate. In fact, the cannon can start on the gate now. Let's get a little info on our mortars. There it goes. So now you can start actually shooting at the walls. Oh, it's almost a shame to ruin them, they're so lovely. But yeah, the fire off the towers is just so punishing. It's good to clear them off. Hello. Interesting plan. Yep, bit of an accident there. So 59 there, 75 there, and general damage on the guys up top. Which is good, we're just trying to clear as many of them as we can. How are we doing here? 66. I'm going to switch these mortars onto firing at the guys on top of the ramparts. And then we'll switch the cannon over from the gatehouse once that's done. PT, let's give some more powder to this guy. And we also need another invocation. 7. Once that one goes down, cannon switches over to here. Is there any good targets that we can see through there? These guys aren't really worth shooting at. Oh, there's a paladin up top. That's interesting. Oh boy, this one has taken a lot of fire apparently. You're recovering. Can you invo it? What tower needs destroying? Okay, that one is... Oh, it's out of crew. Right? Or did it? Hang on. Oh, all the war machines got destroyed. Well, that's my fault for not paying attention. This one's out of ammo. PT, you got any more? Nice. Cannon's out of ammo, but the towers are all destroyed, so that's fine. So I don't have a ton of troublous now. What do we have in the way of abilities? Oh, we do have the Drowned Dead that we can bring in at some point. Once our ammo's all gone, it's time to move in. These guys may as well move back, I think. They don't... Are they out of ammo? They've got one left. Oh, do they not have a... They have a war machine. Go on, fire your one ammo. Thank you. And go hide in the trees. Finish up your ammo. I guess you can't invocate their machines back to life, which, you know, sadly makes sense. Alright, I think it's time to send in the troops. So we got them in 2. Oh, these guys made the mistake of coming out. Oh, sorry, not in 2. In 3. Nope, not in 3. In 5. There we go. Could get 2 to come up and shoot. Got a character core in 6. You can be in 2 as well. Six, you can come on over. Alright, here come the troops. Some archers have kind of regained their footing, so let's try and send them off the battlements. Okay, how about these guys next? Okay, we're running into that old problem by the looks of it. Okay. Well, there's only one thing to do. Giant blobs. Let's get our characters in here as well. PT, you need to come over here. Aranessa. Hang on, that's not Aranessa. Oops, I'm not sure what I just did, but I did it. No. Cackle fruit there. Bomb throw there. Keep thinking, I don't know why I haven't got used to Aranessa yet. Torment sword, sure. Let's roll the dice. And then, where are you? Can you summon these guys here? Perfect. And then we can shoot them in the back. Are you shooting them? There we go. There's no need to worry about what's up top here, really. Looks like most of our guns are firing somewhere. Let's pop another bomb throw in here. Pretty sure he just threw that at our own guys. See if I can hit this guy up top. Oh, it's just gonna fire up at these guys instead. Oh, I sort of half hit them. Get in here, guys. Well, hopefully this will be a little quicker than last time. Let's go take their central situation. Where are you, PT? You need to come around this way. How are all our units doing? They look like they're doing alright. Is there any archery type units over here? There's not. Okay. So let's get you and you over here. No. Give you a little resist. Okay, you need to get out for a minute. Oof. Don't you die, Aranessa. Oh boy. She went in too fast by herself. I don't think there's anything we can do for her.
Fleet captain! Power and death!
There's the target. Fire. The basket. Trampling.
Did she go down yet? She's trying to flee, but she's just failing horribly.
Dickman. Gunnery wipe.
Okay, there we go. We don't mind them doing that. Let's get the Hulks in here. Aranessa, are you dead? 13. She's going down. We're going to lose Aranessa for a while.
From salt.
Oh dear. Well, that's my fault. If only I could use my revival spells on her.
Sea dead rock!
Withdraw.
Shoot those guys in the back, guys.
Fleet admiral!
Let's invocate you.
Get me close!
They've still got like a huge core of army up here. You guys are supposed to be shooting them, are you?
Get me sooner.
This is just a horrific blob. You guys shoot in the back. So apparently I overestimated Aranessa's
Company! Charge!
Aranessa's ability slightly to stay alive slightly. Or majorly. PT, where are you at?
Moving.
Well, that's not the way you want to go.
Moving now. Move.
Fleet admiral!
Okay, looks like you're busy. That's fine.
Midnight raider! Back to sea!
Let's see. I guess we'll go this way. Nope. It's just the giantest blob ever. Don't really want to fight Rapunz here.
Move your curve.
PT, you hold in there. Oh boy. PT's in trouble. Come on, guys. Are you refusing to come in?
Moving! Onward!
Ugh.
Fleet captain!
Oh, I don't have any magic left. Get out of there. Oh, Rapunz is a beast.
Moving. Move your curve.
Oh no, PT's dead. Oh, it's a disastrous time. I overestimated all my characters.
All the way! Who's next?
Well, that really is sad. I'm gonna miss PT. Oh boy, we're just taking so. This is so painful. I guess this is what happens when we try to do things a little quicker rather than doing our super slow method that we did last time. to get these guys up on the wall because they can fire down then. Okay, we really need to kill Repons.
Fleet captain!
Can you take on Repons?
Fleet captain!
I hope so, because we're sending you in.
Into the fray!
They're still stuck outside. This is the problem as well, is that stuff just doesn't respond all that much.
My cutlass thirst!
Okay, she's doing some work, I think. Repons is taking some hits. Those guys are coming in. Looks like things are mostly taken care of. Let's just make sure you guys are still okay. Oh! Ah, we lost PT just a little too early. So for a while, our main army is probably going to end up with a new general, which is not what we wanted at all. But I think it's probably fair to say that we played that badly. Sieges are so tricky to do, especially against a horse-based faction. Because we were all like infantry and we're trying to like pile in there. We can't use our gun advantage. Normally we'd use our guns to just eviscerate the cavalry. Maybe what I should have done was just used our ladders to climb up the walls with our main infantry, cleared the walls, brought our guns up and shot down on them like we did, a little bit like we did last time, but that would have taken another half an hour, so I took the bad option.
Ours is the sea!
We only got 1600 loot out of that as well.
Suck it!
Now can we can establish a pirate cove. Do we establish a pirate cove?
Bring me fire!
I kind of want to
Plunder
sack it
this
and then
place.
maybe establish a pirate cove.
Admiral of the fleet.
Okay, so murderer, enemy leadership -3. That's not necessarily bad. Yeah, I think I might go for the murderer.
All bones on deck.
As soon as Aranessa comes back, we're probably going to want her to get back in this army anyway. So we gained the Fear of Aramar, which is a Hex arcane item. Nice. PT. I'm very sad to see you go. Catherine, though, is doing well. She now has defeated Repons, so she gets growth +5, doesn't matter. Double experience when fighting against Bretonia, nice. And +5 research rate is quite nice. So Alhaik is looking real bad. I don't know why it spun us around here.
Plunder.
Oh, that's good for raised dead. Okay, interesting.
Admiral of the fleet.
All bones
So
on
Billy Nutt, which I guess is kind of a great name as well, who has no loyalty. That's not great.
Another
Let's
victory.
attack him again, if we can,
deck. Have at them.
and establish a pirate cove.
Until more slaves died.
I'm surprised we're still losing money.
The seas are mine.
I guess we didn't lose that many units. We lost characters. Yeah, we only lost 2 units. We might actually, I might combine some of these. I don't know if we need the full 20 stack, and I think some of this isn't really helping us with siege battle. We probably need to improve our siege battle units rather than just having random stuff. Oh boy. Oh, Cat Sawfish died as well. I didn't even notice that. Hang on. She died in another battle. Okay, that's fine.
This isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
Middling.
Penny leveled up. That was earlier. She's the one over there. Okay. So Catherine leveled up. We did
I
that,
trust
right?
them.
No, we didn't do that. So we were working on getting her lightning strike, and seeing as yeah, I think we need to do that.
Blood and plunder.
I'm not sure the Rotten Promethean helps. I think that may have actually hurt Aranessa there. I think I'm gonna, when she comes back, I think I'm gonna take her off her Promethean, and Billy actually, because they get trapped up on it. And yeah, so I am not getting that. I could get tenacity. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We need some slightly survivable people. Okay, so
Wedge.
technically we could, yeah, let's merge some of these guys. So you can merge with.
Another victory.
Oops. Ah. You and you can merge. Or can you? Disband, merge.
Vampire of the waves.
You and you can merge.
Blood and plunder.
And then we'll just disband you guys. Oh. By 2 great extent melee deal.
I have sailed
It's okay,
the
she's got
world.
plenty of loyalty. That's interesting to know though. Not in a good way. But anything that we get rid of is handy.
Landfolk are weak.
All bones on
So
deck.
Billy, we're gonna merge these guys.
Orders.
Okay, so that saved us 100. We're gonna merge these guys.
Ready.
Ours is the sea.
These guys are somehow still hanging out. Still, that helped us out a bit.
Is it time?
Let's put you in camp.
I smell blood and gold.
And put you in camp. Oh, why is it so hard to click on
Admiral
people?
of
There we
the
go.
fleet. The seas are mine.
We'll actually move you a little bit,
Rajon!
just so we're together, and then put you in camp.
Blood and gold.
That brought a whole host of things. Sirens might actually be quite useful to have as a siege unit. Oh boy, look how much is available to us. Look how many cannons. Oh, I'd really like to hire all of those. So, what can we build here?
This isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
Oh, you can gain income from their income? That just gets a straight 200. I mean, 200 income would be quite nice. And the research boost. That does corruption. Oh lord, recruit rank boosted. Hero capacity +1 for haunters. And gunnery wise, interesting. Well, I think for now we do need we need money. We'll just put a smuggler's cove in there.
Your will.
Another victory.
Okay, so that was sort of half disastrous, half good.
Blood and plunder.
We're certainly getting lots of infamy, but it's going to be a while before Aranessa comes back. I think if we go to here and go to recruit Lord. Let's see. 5 turns. So we just gotta hope our current Lord holds it together for 5 turns, and then we switch them out. And hope that it hasn't affected our whole shipbuilding situation. Like our, you know how we have our personal ship. Now will Bretonia attack us again? That's the question. I guess we need to rehire some characters soon as well because we lost some. I think overall it was just... Oh, hello. I don't think we're enemies of them yet, but we might be. I wonder if they're going to try and take Alhayak. Or we could just fight them. If they're not allied, we could just fight them just for the... You know. It's because. It makes our lords happy. Oh, that's Rapunzel's friend. Not coming back, which is cool. Although I'd be happy to fight him as well. He is raiding? That is not cool. Can we fight him with reinforcements, or has he stayed just out of range?
All bombs on deck!
He had stayed just out of range.
You dishonor me.
Standing by!
Could we beat his army with this? That's possible, actually.
What is your demand?
I think I'm going to try it. Our cove is in place, but our money's going down again. Oh, because of the raiding. You need to be got rid of.
Fight fast!
So yeah, basically these guys need to be a distraction. We need to put them forward and we need to hide everything else and then dive as many archers as we
Drop
can.
anchor, or we fight!
What does the terrain look like? The good news is he is, like, gonna die. Okay, there's lots of grass. That's good for us.
Time to tame the cattle.
Apart from the fact I don't know how to remove trees, so I'm not gonna be able to see anything. I wonder if you can do it from the in-game. There might be an in-game menu that lets you do it. Let's look at that. Because much as I like to seal the detail, not having any clue what's going on is in woodland battles is really tricky. Especially when I was wood elves. Ooh. Okay, so options. No, nope. I don't think it was here. I think there's like a in-game menu. That I don't know how to access. Let's see if I can find it. Let me check real quick. How to remove trees. Total. Warhammer. Hold space down, you see a bunch of options. This is what we wanted. Hide foliage. Oh, we have hide foliage on. So... Oh, that's if you have... Hang on. So it stays that way when you let go of space. Okay, there we go. Alright. That, now we... That's good to see. Alright. Oops. So that's really going to help us. So that being the case... Whoa, I don't know why we're being so funky here. The only one we can see is their general. That's fine. We will pop the wolves. I really want the wolves to come from the sides. Okay, there we go. So we'll make that one 1, and that one 2, and we know they're on those sides. Bats can't do a whole lot, so we'll make that one 3, and that one 4. Mongols can come here, and they'll kind of dive in as and when. The mortars are gonna take some fire, but they should also do some work. And these guys are just here to get pummeled by arrows. Our leader still doesn't really have anything useful, so she's just gonna hide in the trees. I think the mortar's firing at their general, which would be interesting. They killed one of the peasants that is down here somewhere. So these guys are going to start moving. Because I imagine the archers are all in here. Could send the bats over. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think we got a hit on their general there. Go chase some guys. Just got it enveloped in there. Make them all flee as much as we can. Okay, those ones are shattered. Don't know if we can kill their general or not. There we go. Go on, get their general. Guess we lost one of our wolves. No surprise there. Oh, I think he's gonna make it. Of course he did. Still, if we can greatly reduce their numbers. Getting those ones would be nice. close are they? They're not very close, so we should be able to get some numbers off him. Nice. That unit's not very big. That one, this one's probably going to get away, but it's not very big. Don't think we're going to make it to this one. Even at bat speed. It's just this one guy that's that far back, everybody else is right on the edge. Okay, that mostly went okay. We only lost one wolves out of it. The other wolves did great. I don't know what happened to these guys. I think these guys just piled in too early. So that mostly went to plan. Their leader's living a charm life right now.
This isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
Alright, not much out of it. Did gain a rank though. Yeah, their army is still horribly around.
Plunder. I am your mistress.
Yeah, we'll take the replenishment. Oh, that's why he's not replenishing.
These are mine.
You dishonor me.
All bones blood and plunder.
Oh, we gained a rank and we didn't. We should have put that on.
It's time to tame the cattle.
Problem with him is he's so hard to get at. Is if our... I think our general shoots. Our general should just go and shoot. I think this time I'm going to be more direct as well. I'm just going to like get everything lined up as far forward as I can and just run in. Okay. Especially the bats, because they seem to do the best job. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we are a shooter, so we should go and try and shoot. Unless the mortar gets a lucky shot off. Oh, no, that was just his leadership.
Instructions! All the way!
Go and get a shot on him. There you go. Beautiful.
Onward! It's enough!
Alright, we should be able to clear this up a bit better this time. Not really going to do much to him, but we'll fire it off anyway. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Blood and plunder.
Alright, good. Way more loot that time, I don't know if that's because we killed him. And a spell shield, not gonna argue with that. And another rank. And her loyalty is reasonable,
There
so
is
that's
only
nice.
my will. Take the booty.
Let's take the treasury now, because he is done
Move,
for.
or get the lash.
Alright. Sorted him out.
Ours is the sea.
We're gonna head back on up
All bones on deck.
to Lucchini,
Prepare my coffin.
just to hold it down
All bones on deck.
while we build our... We can't afford our walls. At some point hopefully we'll be able to afford some walls. And I'm actually gonna come back and finish the turn on next time, because there's probably gonna be another fight against these guys, and I just think it's gonna go too long. Well, we might fight these guys, they actually look pretty nasty. But that's something to think about. So yeah, we'll finish up next time, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.